Hi, Siobhan. My name's Daphne. I'm one of the other essay correctors here at IELTSpodcast.com. I'm very sorry for the delay in getting this back to you. My colleague Ellen is dealing with a crisis because of the virus, so I'm just picking up some of her tickets. So, really, many apologies for this delay. Okay, so let's get into your task one. This looks very long. I'm going to check the length here. 280, wow. Okay, so the guideline for this is 150 words, and this has less marks in the exam than the task two. So don't spend your time on this, it's not worth it. Spend your time on the task two. This should take you 20 minutes. The guideline is 150 words. I would go to 170, but no more. So you need to edit this quite seriously. And okay, so this, madam, you should have yours faithfully at the end. Yours faithfully will be the correct ending for this. Okay. The most important thing is you don't get more marks if you write more. Always remember that. Yeah. I'm contacting you regarding a horrible dinner experience I encountered. We don't encounter an experience. Literally, I had at your restaurant. I had at your restaurant. Last Monday when I came in with my friends, you don't need to repeat to your restaurant because you've already said that. The waiter made me wait. Now, we don't have somebody wait, made me wait for 45 minutes, even though I had booked a week before. Good, lovely work of tenses there, very nice. On top of that, he sighed and served us unwillingly and behaved rudely. Good, very nice intro there. To begin with, we ordered a huge platter of penne tikka, but got chicken tikka. And you need to join this together here. When we requested to get the dish exchanged, I wouldn't really say this. When we asked to change the dish, remember your language doesn't need to be too formal. It is a formal letter, but it's not like super, super, super formal. It's not like a job application, which would be more formal. When we asked to change, the waiter looked at us. I just say the waiter refused. I don't think you need these extra words. I just say the waiter refused. One of my friends requested to talk to the manager. Or we would just say asked to talk to the manager. And was told that he was instead he told us that he was a shift supervisor and we should talk directly to him. Okay, one of my friends asked to talk to the manager. Instead, now be careful because he is the waiter, but it looks like he could be the friend. Instead, was told that he should talk to the shift supervisor, or instead, the waiter told us that he was. Yeah, I'd change that for the waiter. Told us that he was the shift, and don't need a comma there. That he was the shift supervisor, and we could talk directly to him. Good. Again, I don't think you need that because this is very long. Yeah. So it is such a disappointment to face such unpleasant service in a reputable restaurant like yours. I suggest, so this is lovely. I suggest that the waiter needs to be retrained or proper action is taken against him. Also, please recheck the hiring committee. We wouldn't recheck a committee. Please speak to the hiring committee. Please discuss this maybe with the hiring committee to avoid such employees employment or avoid such employment issues in the future maybe. I don't think you need that. There's nothing wrong with this writing. Don't get me, I am not criticizing it. Just the length is too long. I like that. I suggest I be given a full refund for the inexplicable experience that we will have to face. Yes, the credit card, okay, info and video proof has been attached below. Yes, okay. Again, I don't think you need that. I think that's getting a bit aggressive. Okay, and I have attached credit card info and video proof below. whatever, and then yours faithfully. Okay, so nice letter, just a bit too long, and so that's why I've had to just cut that down a little bit. Okay, but otherwise some good work in there. Very good work on the grammar tenses as well. That looks nice. So nowadays, a few people take their family with them whenever they go on a business trip. Is this a positive or negative development in your opinion? And to what extent do you support this? Okay, so business officials taking their family to foreign countries has declined in the past decade. Some people prefer to avoid taking their loved ones, whilst others consider taking them as emotionally helpful. Now, how do you know it's declined? This is what I'm just pausing over here. How do you know it's declined? Because this says a few. Be careful of this word. It is a really difficult word in English. This means basically some. Yeah, it doesn't mean less than before. It means some. Okay, not many, but some. So I question this one has declined because I don't think there's any evidence of that in this question. It's suggesting it's a development. It's suggesting something that's new. So I'm not sure about that first sentence. Some people prefer to take them, while others prefer to avoid. Yeah. Rather than taking them, maybe we can say traveling with them. Maybe we can get a better verb in there. Others consider that being accompanied is emotionally helpful. So again, don't repeat that. Opinion here. So I want your opinion in here because this is an opinion essay. And then this essay will discuss the advantages of taking relatives on business trips. Okay, this essay will discuss, not this essay argues. It's not an argument, it's more like a discussion essay. On the one hand, business trips carried out with families on board in developed countries are highly expensive. Okay, now you're making a big statement here, so usually you need to add in this hedging language frequently. Highly expensive. So these adverbs are very, very important in academic writing. It distances you, takes you a step back from the essay, which is important academic skill. Are usually highly expensive, which can be detrimental to the company's finances. And also, same reason, I would prefer these words: could, might, may, be. Okay, detrimental. I think those are very, very important modal verbs here, which we should be using instead of can. This is largely because the accommodation charges, food and air tickets are usually priced higher in high income. Okay, so can we avoid repetition here? Yeah, in more developed countries, or in first world countries, or in countries such as America or the UK. Give me some examples. And which means what? Which means that. So develop this here. You need another explanation sentence. For example, a recent study showed that if company officials took their family to a foreign land, the basic cost for travel and stay would be 30% of the profit for the deal. The deal, they came to close in the first place. Okay, the deal, for any deal, we should say maybe, rather than the, for any deal, a potential deal business achieved. I don't think you need to have they came out to do in the first place. It's a little bit long. You can tidy that up by adding in something like this in. Okay, but very good work on the conditional. I really like that. Well done. That was good grammar in there. Therefore, it's conclusively clear that taking the family out of a country could have a negative impact. Yeah, very, very strong on these. I'm going to put these in red. Please use these as much as you can. Okay, really useful. Company's financial income as a whole, or on the whole. No, as a whole. As a whole. Okay. On the other hand, relatives have proved to be emotionally helpful to individuals to many very successful businessmen and company owners. Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be financial institution. That's what I'm trying to avoid here. We're talking any company. It doesn't have to be a financial company. Okay. Emotionally helpful to many very successful businessmen and company owners. So I'm just putting this idea, just some more vocabulary in here, really. It's very important to show as much vocabulary as you can. This is due to the fact that long trips may, so again, my verbs in here, make one feel isolated with no emotional support from anyone. Isolated with no emotional support, you don't need that. So, yeah, the company of spouses or children. Yeah, so say who these family members are. Sorry, may not feel isolated with no emotional support, thus adversely affecting the mental well-being. So I'd say thus adversely affecting the mental well-being of the employee, which ultimately could, again, lead to a negative impact on the company's economic situation. Very nice. For instance, recent research by Oxford showed that employees who did not have their family support were unable to perform as efficiently, so it's an adverb, as efficiently as their counterparts due to the increased stress and anxiety levels. Good paragraph. Hence, it can be said the mental state of a person should be the utmost priority, and only loved ones are able to provide that. Very nice paragraph. Very good. Yeah, that's great work. To conclude, from the examples and arguments given, I firmly believe, so well done, that although there are some monetary drawbacks, though there are possibly, again, this idea of distancing, some monetary drawbacks in bringing relatives on to foreign lands. Okay, yep. The benefits clearly portray a healthier mind, a healthier mind for the employees, which usually, so again, same thing, usually results in a better overall, because you're comparing it to not overall success for the company. Okay, very good. That's a neat bit of writing there. Well done. Just a few little things on the distancing, this academic technique. And you could probably build a little bit more into this. You could probably push a little bit more on the vocabulary and maybe on some of your arguments. But great coherence. It's a nice, easy read. Well done and many thanks. Great work.